It's a really good thing that you can't smell my breath right now, because I've eaten 2 bags of these. What is up, friendos? I'm not British. So, since summer's almost over, as in literally ends next Tuesday, I figure I will do a summary of my summer. The majority of my summer was spent in the mall or on the computer, but what I wasn't spending there was dyeing my hair, going to Maine, and going to concerts. When I dyed my hair, you guys have noticed that I have dyed my hair, well, you might have noticed that I've dyed my hair 3 times. The first one I made a video about, which was Purple Hair Don't Care, and then my second time I dyed it teal, and then my third time I had leftover lavender hair dye. So I kind of put it in over the teal on the top, and I bleached the sides, and I put the lavender in over the bleach on the sides. And that came out really weird and cool, and a lot of it faded really, really fast, so it was kind of grayish, or not grayish, but like silverish, bluish, purplish, greenish actually, where the teal had faded. Concerts, I went to see Panic! At the Disco. You guys have seen the poster, which I pointed out in my last video, and I saw them with Magic Man and Walk the Moon. And I saw Fall Out Boy with Paramore and New Politics in June, and they were absolutely fantastic, and I recommend trying to see any of those bands, including Panic! At the Disco, Walk the Moon, and Magic Man, if you ever get the opportunity, because they were all great shows. And I also went to Warped Tour. My favorite performers were probably Courage My Love and Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup and Courage My Love, both of which I met at the tents. They did meet and greets. Bowling for Soup, I tried to get them to record a video with me, but they couldn't do that because they couldn't, first of all, hear me over one of the other performances that was going on, like, yards away. But they couldn't, so instead I got a free bracelet and a picture. Encourage My Love, they were fantastic, and they signed my poster, and I went to Maine, which I also mentioned in my last video. While I was in Maine, I got my cartilage pierced. You can sort of see it. And I was at a mall when I got that done. So I also went into the bookstore, because why not? Bookstores are usually great. And the bookstore is called BAM. I don't know if that means anything, or, yeah. And I got this book, which I highly recommend. It's called Seconds. It's by Brian Lee O'Malley. And it's a graphic novel. Those of you who don't know Brian Lee O'Malley, he also wrote the Scott Pilgrim series, which, if you've seen the movie and didn't know, they are also graphic novels, and the graphic novels came first. But yeah, I highly recommend Seconds because Brian Lee O'Malley does so much great stuff. I performed in a concert, and the concert that I performed in was from a music school. I performed the song You Don't Understand Me by the Raconteurs on piano. And at the end of the show, this was a highlight for me. My friend Emma actually got to smash a guitar. We were front row for this. This was fantastic. And I actually have one of the pieces, just in case you needed proof. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've done this summer. And maybe you guys want to tell me about what you've done this summer, so tell me in the comments. That'd be pretty interesting to hear about, because you probably all have more interesting lives than me. So that's all for now, guys, and I will see you next time. And despite school starting, I will try to keep up frequent uploading.